Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to FishOfHex. My name is Travis. Today we're going to be doing another rambling video, and if you're new to the channel, as the title states, it's just rambling. I'm going off on, not necessarily always reef tank related. It's just kind of what's on my mind, what's going on, and yeah, you guys like this type of content, so we're going to keep creating it. Now, just heads up, I didn't turn anything off in the background today. I don't have, the quietness as you would expect usually for my voiceover stuff. No reason other than the fact that I didn't feel like turning off the entire fish room to create this video. So hopefully it's not too loud. We'll find out after I get done recording. And yeah, so with that said, let's get started. Alrighty, so the first thing we'll talk about is the business and I guess the lack of uploads because of that. Right now, if you guys are not familiar with this or not aware of this, I am pretty much a one-man show. Everything that goes on in the background, videos, shipping, coral cutting, pictures, website, everything is built and done by me. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and I do have somebody that helps me pack orders every single day, which is a big help, but I will admit I am in definite need of a full-time employee, if not more than that, just because lately, over the last 6 months or so, I've been consistently turning down work. There's a lot of people that are reaching out for consultations. I try to do that stuff in the afternoon after shipping, but there's only so many hours a day that I can get that stuff done, and to be honest with you, after a long day of working from like 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., I honestly just want to go upstairs, eat some dinner, and go to freaking bed. I don't really want to be up to hours of the night trying to do consultations. But yeah, so I'm at the point now where I need to get a full-time employee, somebody who can take care of the orders, cut coral, add it to the WYSIWYG, all that stuff. If you guys wonder why there hasn't been any WYSIWYG added to the tank in like 2.5, 3 weeks, it's because I just haven't got in there and taken any pictures. I got an entire rack full of stuff that's healed, ready to take pictures, but that requires time to sit down and do that. And I'll be honest with you also, creating content is very time consuming, especially now that I'm trying to record in 4K and doing all my editing in 4K. It takes even longer. Uploading videos takes hours upon hours. My computer, thankfully, is good enough to process the video and the audio without any issues. It's still very time consuming. And yeah, I'm not really sure what to do about it other than the fact that there's only really one person in the world at the moment that I would trust to be around my family and to work here every single day, and that is Scott from Roscoe's Reef, but that joker lives like 2.5 hours away. Can't expect him to drive here, and yeah, so that's a little bit of an issue. So we're going to have to figure that out down the road. Maybe when I relocate, try to be closer to him or something like that so we can work this out. And gonna burp. Excuse me. And yeah, so I'm just having some issues with getting everything done. There's a lot of requests for 3D printed stuff, which I mentioned before. And of course, those orders, I don't know, the 3D printing just took the frig off, man. It just went nuts. I don't want to buy another printer. I really don't. I got 2 of them right now that run literally 24 hours a day. I turned them off just for this recording because they're pretty loud. They make the fish room sound quiet. And I don't want to buy another printer, but I probably will. I probably will have to, considering the fact how many orders came in, especially from those NEM guards. Very, very popular. A lot more popular than I anticipated, to be honest with you. And yeah, first world struggles, I suppose. But yeah, so I won't say I'm overwhelmed because I'm really good at organizing things and laying out. Like I have a list here of just video topics that I want to get done. I mean, I have a ton of them. There's 47 different video topics ready to go that I can create on, that I'm actively preparing for, and I have video and content ready to go. I just have to sit down and edit them. So there's a lot of content that I'm ready to put out, but it requires multiple hours that I have to put aside to do that. And it's very difficult. And I mean, this is my first time I wouldn't say experiencing this, but to this extent where there's just really no option for me to get things done. There's always been a way that I can, hey, stay up a little bit later or get up a little bit earlier to be able to get in there and do things. Right now, that's not an option. There is no more time. And if I push myself any farther, if I continue not to get enough sleep, I'm going to get sick, and it's just going to be an issue. And I'm not in the business of trying to kill myself over, trying to work here. And yeah, that's about it. Let's go to move on to something else. All right, now I do briefly want to continue on with the 3D printed so I can clarify some of this stuff for you guys. When it comes to me creating things for you, say you have an idea and you want me to put it on paper and then you want me to create it and make a model and send it to you. A lot of requests for like rocks and different types of holders of corals and all sorts of stuff that you guys have requested. And when it comes to that stuff, if you want me to develop something for you, you have to pay for that time. That means if you send me an idea and you say, hey, I need you to create this, expect to pay for the materials and the per hour basis that it takes to create this stuff. there is no, like I said before, there is no time to do anything for free, and there is no time to set aside. So if you want something specifically created for you, understand you're going to have to pony up the dough, or it's not going to happen. And there's a lot of stuff on the website right now underneath the 3D printed tab that it says coming soon. Well, all that stuff has already been created. It's in my Tinkercad. It's ready to be printed. I have to print test models of it, and I have to get it up and pictures of it on the website. All that stuff is already done. Again, just got to get time to get in there and print that stuff out. Okay, next thing on the list is the new case for the AR-15 in the living room. Pretty freaking awesome. I got it from libertyhomeconcealment.com. It mounts to the wall. It's very secure. Has 2 compartments which are locked by a key fob, so the only way you're going to even be able to open them is if you run the key fob through it in a specific spot that they designate when they build it, and then that will unlock both compartments, and you can have access to them at, you know, within a second once you get there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. I really like it. It wasn't the cheapest thing in the world, and there's a ton of different designs that they have on the website. So if you're looking for something like that, check it out. Now, I don't have anything in the top compartment yet. I haven't decided. I wanted to do something fancy. I was bullshitting with one of my friends. I say, maybe I should get that Smith & Wesson 50 cal revolver and see how that is. But the barrel's too long. It's not going to fit in that compartment. But it would have been pretty fun to get. It's relatively cheap, too. It's like $1,000, $1,100, something like that. It'd just be fun to have. But I don't think it would be very. I don't think it'd be very good for home defense. But it definitely scared the shit out of somebody. That's for sure. But yeah, I like having the AR-15. I'm a big gun guy. You guys know that I'm big on home defense and protecting my family, making sure that, you know, worst comes to worst, I'm at least going to be safe. And yeah, I haven't always been like that. I will admit, before I joined the military when I was a teenager, I was more, you know, towards the liberal side of things, where I didn't really care too much about guns. I mean, I thought they were scary, yada, 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 but you'd be surprised what the military and a deployment will do to you. And I love them now. I love going to the range. I love shooting. That 5.56 round is just something I hold dear in my heart. It's just, you know, I've shot tons and tons of stuff, but the 5.56 just has that kick, and just the smell and just the feel and everything about it brings back so many memories, and I really enjoy shooting it. Now, overseas, I didn't carry the AR-15. I carried a 240 Bravo. That was my rucking weapon. I did go on a few missions with the AR-15, but I was more of a rucking with the 240 Bravo, and of course I was a Mark 19 gunner on a Humvee, so I was always in the turret. So I had a 240 Bravo there, and a 9mm and some other fun things in the turret. But yeah, definitely enjoy being in the range, and I really like this. This is actually the Diamondback DB-15. It's not the most expensive AR-15 in the world, but they're American made, and I'm a big American made kind of guy, obviously. And I really enjoy having it. And yeah, so hopefully you guys consider getting one. And I guess the shipping time on that was like 4 days, something like that. And of course I paid a little bit extra. I think I paid $45 extra for the specific lock, which you need to have. If you have kids, you need to make sure this thing's locked up. If you're a grown-ass man and you live by yourself, or you have, you know, fiance or something, you don't have any kids running around, you probably don't have to get the lock on it. But if you have anybody who can discharge that weapon and they shouldn't be, then you should probably get a lock on it for sure. And yeah, so let's go and move on to the next one. Okay, so let's go ahead and move back to the reefing side of things. I am developing a Dino information / identification program that will be on the website here, hopefully in the next couple weeks. I'm looking for a couple people who are willing to test it to see how it works, the shipping and transit with Dino. I have done some tests here in the room to see how long Dino will survive in a little vial, and if it's been a week, it's not going to survive, but I can still identify the species, which is pretty good. Now, basically, it's going to be pretty simple. You go to the website, you can click on it, buy it. It's going to be about $50, because that's going to cover shipping to you and shipping back, plus time for me to identify the species and send you an email and all the information you need to kind of combat the dino that you have in your tank. So it's pretty simple. You buy it, it'll get shipped to you. You'll get 2 vials, one measured T, one labeled T, one labeled B, and you'll just take a sample of the dino from the top point of your tank, the toppest point, and is toppest a word? Topmost point. Toppest is not a word. It should be, because it's fucking awesome. And the bottommost point of your tank, and you'll get 2 samples of dino, tighten the vial down, put it in the envelope with the provided shipping label already on there. All you have to do is do that and ship it back to me. It should take a few days, probably 2 or 3 days to get here, and I will throw it underneath the microscope, identify if it's dino or not, what species is it, if it's a small or large cell, and then I will email you a plan of attack telling you based on the information you fill out in the information sheet, I'll be able to guide you in the right direction to clear Dino once and for all from your system. Now, I have gotten it accidentally in the 300 earlier on. It was because my nutrients bottomed out. And I've also, most recently, in the last month, I've done it intentionally and got rid of it. No problem, using the methods that I have. And yeah, why the hell would you intentionally put Dino in there? Well, because I didn't have a sample of Dino locally, so I had to kind of give it to myself. I had to give myself a little bit of AIDS so I can test it underneath the microscope to see all the features and how they move and all the good stuff. And yeah, I will say that I really think phytoplankton is beneficial to combat Dino. I put some of it underneath the slide with the Dino, and it seemed like the phytoplankton was going ham on the Dino. I can't confirm it because I haven't had any long-term studies with it. Ideally, I would like a tank with Dino growing in it, all craziness, and then pour some phyto in it and see kind of how it reacts over time and take samples and see if it slowly goes away. That's on the list of things to do. Just, check it off eventually. But for now, this program seems to be pretty good. I am, helping people locally identify, which is nice. So I figured I'd expand it out to you guys. I got to get a P.O. box, which I'm going to do this week. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in this, let me know. If you think it's a good idea, feel free to let me know. And the reason why I'm doing it is not so much the money. I don't really care about the money. It's not a big deal. It's more of a headache than anything to sit down and just go through all that stuff. But the point of it is to really help you guys, because it seems like Dino is freaking rampant through our community. I mean, it's everywhere. Everybody has it. Everybody's complaining about it. And it's because a few years back, and I was guilty of this too, we were all about low nutrients, having that, a Zeovit system and just going that route of, oh, nutrients are bad. Nitrates and phosphates are bad. I was guilty of that. I'll admit that crap. I don't care. But times have changed. And having low nutrients is not a good thing. And we're seeing that more than ever now with Dino just freaking rampant. So hopefully this will help you guys. If anything, it just gives more information out to you that you can learn and pass along, and just, maybe this stuff will, we go in waves. I mean, any hobby has ups and downs and things that we deal with and learn as we go. It's just part of life. But hopefully we can get through the Dino stuff and move on to other things, because it's a huge pain in the butt and people are definitely suffering because of it. All right, moving on to the next topic, and it's actually a question. Why did I take down the DIY nitrates and phosphates video? And actually, I didn't take it down. I put it on private, so I guess technically it's not all the way down. It's halfway down. You guys can't see it, so it's probably all the way down for you. Either way, I still see it. That's a dickhead move. Anyway, I took it down because why, if I'm trying to sell it and make a living off of it, why the heck would I give that information away for free, basically taking money out of my pocket? It doesn't make any sense. There's plenty of jokers. Matter of fact, there's a bunch of people who made the exact same video after I did and posted on the internet thinking it was their own damn idea. I mean, I didn't even come up with the idea. There's other people on the internet that did it, and they took the time and did specific research. Only thing I did was kind of dial in my potency. That's what took the longest. The supplements and what you use to make it, that's all common knowledge. But to fine tune it to make it exactly what I want it to be, that's what took the time. And I don't feel like giving that information out for free anymore. If you want to head over to FishOfHex.com and support the channel and the effort that I put into it, feel free to purchase it there. It's not that expensive. Matter of fact, you can even buy gallon jugs right now that basically would equal over $100 if you bought them individually. You can just buy a gallon for like $50. Just saying. Anyway, but yeah, that's the whole point. Is I just didn't feel like taking money from myself. It doesn't make any sense. So if you really want to learn how to make nitrates and phosphates yourself, type into Google how to make DIY nitrates and phosphates, hit enter, and then do your own damn research. Well, guys, that's about it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it and found it to be somewhat entertaining, and I need to stop ending my videos like that. It sounds like a friggin' robot. Anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I try to be myself in these rambling videos. I feel like, because I'm not scripted, I don't have certain things that I have to talk about in a certain way. I don't have certain information that has to be said, because the thing is when you create videos, if you say something and you happen to forget to say one little thing, some little dude or idiot will come in the comment section like, oh my God, I can't believe that this company works with this company, or you didn't say this, you didn't say that. I mean, everybody nitpicks about every single thing. And at this point, I just tell people to go pound sand, because I don't care, period. That's why I usually end it with, hey, if you want to add anything to the video, if you have anything that I missed, feel free to put that shit in the comment section. I just say that so y'all will shut the heck up about the little things that I miss consistently. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. You're definitely not perfect because you're watching me. Because believe me, anybody who thinks they're perfect is not watching Fish of Hex. And I just talked in the third person like a fucking idiot. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Peace.